All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're doing a total mindset shift. We're moving away from buying outdoor gear based on expensive marketing logos, and instead, we're going to focus on investing in actual, field-tested architecture. We are unpacking the definitive outdoor gear Bible, basically a masterclass in wilderness equipment that completely strips away the retail fluff and gets right down to the engineering. If you've ever stood in a gear shop wondering why on earth one jacket costs €150 and another costs $700, well, you're in the right place.
Listen to this. The mountain reads your seam tape, not your receipt. I absolutely love this quote, because let's be real. Out in the extreme cold, the biting wind, or the relentless sideways rain, nature doesn't care how much you spent or what flashy logo's on your chest. It only tests the engineering of your gear. It's literally testing the seams holding your warmth and safety together.
So, to get to the actual truth about which gear survives these tests, we aren't looking at spec sheets. We're relying on a massive data set of over 1,170 independent community field tests. This isn't from some brand's marketing department. This project takes 0 sponsored placements, 0 affiliate commissions, and absolutely 0 free products. Every single piece of gear was bought at retail and pushed to the absolute limit. We're talking from -8 degrees in the Atlas Mountains all the way to a blistering 48 degrees in the Sahara, meaning the insights you're about to get are raw, completely unbiased, and undeniably credible.
Here is our expert's playbook for today. 1. The science of waterproofing. 2. DWR maintenance protocol. 3. Why outdoor gear actually fails. 4. Top brand reality checks. And 5. The hybrid stack strategy.
Okay, Section 1. The science of waterproofing. What's actually between you and the storm?
When you drop serious cash on a jacket, you're really paying for this 3-layer architecture. At the top, you've got an outer shell treated with DWR, that's durable water repellent, which makes the rain beat up and just roll right off. But in the middle sits the true hero, a highly engineered EPTFE membrane. Think of it like a microscopic bouncer at a club. It completely blocks liquid water drops from getting in, but it allows much smaller moisture vapor, your sweat, to escape. And finally, on the bottom, a protective inner knit mesh keeps your skin and body oils off that super delicate membrane. It's literally an entire weather system condensed into millimeters.
Now let's bust a few myths looking at membrane tech. Gore-Tex Pro, it relies on microscopic pores. It is incredibly durable, but it's a heavier build. Contrast that with the North Face's Futurelight, which uses nanospinning to create much finer pores. This gives it theoretically superior breathability for high-output activities, but structurally, it generally has a shorter, field-proven lifespan than that heavy-duty Gore-Tex Pro. Understanding this trade-off, absolute durability versus raw breathability, is absolutely crucial for buying the right gear for your specific needs.
Moving on to Section 2, DWR maintenance protocol, the failure point nobody discusses. Look, wash and forget jackets just do not exist, period. When the DWR coating on the outside of your jacket fails, the face fabric soaks up water, a phenomenon called wet out. Once wet out happens, your jacket's breathability dies instantly. You will literally start sweating from the inside out, which is miserable. To fix this, you need a strict 4-step emergency protocol. First, wash it, but strictly with a technical wash, never standard laundry detergent. Then, tumble dry on medium heat for about 20 minutes to reactivate the polymer chains. If the water still isn't beating off, you have to reapply a fresh coating, and finally, heat set that new layer on low heat. All right, Section 3, Why Outdoor Gear Fails, Technical Diagnostic Guide.
Meet the hidden assassin of your outdoor apparel, delamination. This is literally when the layers of your jacket just peel apart from each other. Now, mechanical delamination happens pretty slowly, usually over 4 to 8 years, just from the friction of your backpack straps rubbing against your shoulders. That's normal wear and tear. But chemical delamination? Actually, scratch that. It's more like a chemical meltdown. Exposing your gear to standard laundry detergent or DEET bug spray acts like acid on the polyurethane adhesive bonds. It can absolutely destroy a €700 jacket in just 1 to 6 months. Seriously, never, ever spray DEET directly on technical garments, unless you want to just melt your investment.
Next up, Section 4, Top Brand Reality Checks, where we shift to the cost per decade mindset. Let's put 2 absolute titans side by side. With Arc'teryx, you are paying a premium for pure apex-tier construction quality. Specifically, we're talking about their legendary 13mm microseam tape that gives you incredible durability with minimal bulk. But then look at Patagonia. You're knowingly accepting slightly lower technical breathability with their H2O membrane, but in exchange you get their radical worn-wear lifetime free repair program. So you're paying for their incredible repair infrastructure just as much as the fabric itself, which obviously extends the life of the jacket by years.
When we actually run the cost per decade math on the rest of the field, the numbers are wild. To get this, we just divide the retail cost by the community-tested lifespan. Neurona sits at a very respectable €46 a year. Montbell's minimalist engineering-first approach gets you down to about €35 a year. But the absolute floor? MacPack. Their virtually indestructible Aztec canvas backpack architecture costs a mere €14 a year over a 2-decade lifespan. I mean, if your priority is multi-decade durability and you don't mind lugging around heavier canvas, the math there is undeniable.
Finally, Section 5, the hybrid stack strategy. Maximum performance, minimum spend.
Okay, here it is, the absolute secret to buying gear. We call it the hybrid stack strategy. The philosophy is super simple. Allocate your budget strictly by environmental stress exposure. Not every layer needs to be apex tier. Your base layer and your mid-layer experience way less weather stress than your outer shell. So what do? You buy a budget €15 Quechua Merino base layer and a €35 Nature Hike synthetic mid-layer. Why? Because they don't face the wind and rain. Then you funnel all of your remaining budget exclusively into a top-tier €650 Apex outer shell, because that is the layer doing 90% of the weather protection work.
Check out what happens when you actually deploy the strategy. Going full Apex brand for all 3 layers, that's going to run you over €1,000. But by hybridizing your stack, you achieve the exact same field performance, but you slash your overall spend by 31%. That is basically keeping a massive €310 right in your pocket. Honestly, it is the single most financially intelligent decision you can make in outdoor gear purchasing. So armed with this architectural playbook, the real question isn't just what jacket you're going to buy next, it's whether you're going to let flashy marketing drain your wallet on a €400 mistake, or if you'll use these intelligent, data-backed savings to fund your next true wilderness expedition. Remember, buy architecture, not logos.